Maple Hollow, Ohio was the kind of town where everyone knew your name, and your parents' names, too. A quiet grid of tree-lined streets, white steepled churches, and a single diner that doubled as both gathering place and gossip mill. Life didn't move fast here, and that was exactly how people liked it. Which is why the disappearance of Emily Carter, a 29-year-old nurse at Maple Hollow General Hospital, hit the town like a sudden winter storm. Emily was known for her patience, her soft humor, and the way she remembered every patient's family member by name. She volunteered at school blood drives and brought baked banana bread to the elderly ward every Friday. People didn't just know her, they loved her. So when Emily didn't show up for her Saturday shift, alarms went off immediately. The last person to see Emily was a gas station clerk. She stopped for fuel around 8:47 p.m. the night before, still in her scrubs, hair pulled loosely into a bun. She bought a bottle of water, smiled politely, and drove off into the cool March evening. The station camera caught the taillights disappearing down County Road 17. And that was the last time anyone saw her. Her car was found 2 days later, abandoned off a rural turnout, driver's side door cracked open, keys still in the ignition. But there were no signs of a struggle, no blood, no footprints, just silence. To investigators, it looked like she either got out willingly, or she trusted whoever she met. At first, police worked the case as a possible abduction. Small-town kidnappings were rare, but Maple Hollow backed onto miles of isolated farmland and highway access. It was plausible, but as they interviewed friends and colleagues, a different picture of Emily began to emerge. Emily was private, very private. No social media, few close friends. And recently, she had seemed distracted, even nervous. One co-worker recalled Emily stepping outside during breaks to take hushed phone calls. Another remembered her crying quietly in a supply closet. Then came the discovery that changed everything. Emily had been in a hidden relationship with Dr. Nathan Hale, a respected and married physician at the hospital. He was charming, calm, well-liked, and a father of two. The town didn't want to believe it. Dr. Hale was the kind of man who donated to charity drives and coached Little League. But there were text messages, late-night calls, voicemail fragments that made Emily sound desperate. And the most telling, 3 weeks before she disappeared, Emily had made an appointment with a family law attorney in a nearby city. Dr. Hale cooperated willingly at first. He sat with detectives, answered questions, even brought his lawyer. He said the relationship was over, that it had ended peacefully, that Emily had been emotional, but stable. Except, in the days before her disappearance, Emily had confided in a coworker that she was going to tell his wife. That changed the nature of the investigation. Phone records revealed that Dr. Hale's phone pinged off the same rural town near where Emily's car was found, within 30 minutes of her last sighting. He claimed he was driving to clear his head after an argument at home. Detectives didn't buy it, but they didn't have enough to arrest him. Then, after weeks of searching fields, interviewing witnesses, and combing through Emily's apartment, they found something. A journal, hidden inside a showbox under her bed. In it, Emily documented months of emotional manipulation, promises Dr. Hale made, the fear she felt, his sudden anger when she spoke about going public. One entry read, he said he'd lose everything. His family, his work, his reputation. He said I didn't understand what I was doing to him. The final piece came from a traffic camera that wasn't even believed to be functional. A grainy frame, Dr. Hale's SUV following close behind Emily's car on County Road 17 the night she disappeared. Not definitive proof of violence, but proof he was there. Pressed again, this time harder, Dr. Hale broke. He didn't confess to murder. Instead, he described a meeting, Emily crying, pleading, him begging her not to destroy his life. He claimed she ran off into the woods in the dark, that he just left her there. Search teams returned to the forested ravine near where her car was found. Emily's body was located 3 hours later, in brush at the base of a shallow slope. The cause of death, hypothermia and blunt force trauma from a fall. Whether she was pushed or ran in panic remains disputed. But legally, Dr. Hale was charged with involuntary manslaughter, obstruction, and evidence tampering. His trial divided the quiet town that once adored him. Maple Hollow changed after Emily Carter's death. The diner felt quieter. The hospital halls a bit colder. People spoke in whispers, not just about what happened, but about the things people hide underneath tidy lives. Emily's memorial sits on the hill behind the hospital garden. Fresh flowers appear there every week. No one knows who leaves them. Some say it's her mother. Some say it's someone she once helped. Some think it might even be Dr. Hale's wife. No one really knows. But in Maple Hollow, the shadows of that night still linger. And the case remains a reminder. Sometimes the darkest secrets aren't buried deep. They're right beside us, in plain sight.